Okay, we are multitasking a million things. I'm trying to get the power steering to work. I don't have the bracket that goes from here to the block, which is essentially the adjuster bracket. The bracket that kind of cradles the pump, this is the old Saginaw style. As you can see, it doesn't quite line up with the pulleys here, so I don't know what I have to do. I might have to bend some stuff to make it work. But I had to fix this bracket. There was no steel on the backside when I bought the car. This came in the trunk, and apparently they had cut the backside of it off for some reason. I don't know, to make it fit. I don't know if it had something to do with a long or short water pump, because there's two different style of water pumps for these big blocks. I think I have a long one on this one. The transmission, I think it's okay. It was under full. When I had gone over that last video, I was saying it was all smeared on the dipstick. What I did was, I came back the next day, I checked it, there was nothing in it at all. So what happened was, I put some more training fluid in it, checked the dipstick, and it seemed like it was filling up. I rolled the car out, it ran. There was no slippage in the tranny, which was fine, but then I had essentially, it looked like a murder scene underneath the car. It was all coming out of the dip fill tube. I overfilled it. I put like 7 quarts in it, because I had put 4 the first time, the initial time, and then I came back the next day and checked it. It seemed like it was still a little bit low, so either I go all or nothing, and I put about 3 more in, and then I decided to puke 3 more back out onto the garage floor. But I'm pretty positive it's the dip tube that's leaking out, because I went underneath there with a flashlight, and you can see the only place that's wet is around that dip tube, where the dipstick tube goes in to the transmission. My only problem is, I don't know if it looked like there was an O-ring that was there that kind of got all cut up. Maybe on the angle of me trying to push it in, I cut it. I don't know. So I'm gonna get another O-ring, or maybe just get RTV sealant, load it up, put it back in, bolt it back down, see if that cures it. We did put a vacuum canister, a new one, brake booster. It seemed to help with the vacuum, with the power brakes, but I think I need a vacuum canister. I think I do. So because it's got power brakes, but it's not quite like power brakes, if you can understand where I'm coming from. So I'm just going to put in a supplemental canister somewhere over here and run a vacuum line out. My seamstress sister, she was supposed to be helping me redo the seats. She having some really bad finger issues. She actually has a finger that keeps dislocating, so she can't really be sewing. So if that's on hold for now, I'm gonna eventually go over there and maybe she just show me how to do it, and I'll do the best I can. I got the brackets all done, seat braces. This is just that temporary seat I had in here. And then I came around the back side, and since I was kind of really not doing anything, I said, well, I might as well redo the trunk lid, and that's what I'm doing now. Cut this all down. This is all cut down to 18. I got all the runs out of it. 800, I'm sorry, not 1800, 800. You can still see a few specks here and there. But I'm gonna go once over. I'm gonna bring it tomorrow to my cousin's house, to the chicken farm, and he's got a rig set up where he can hang it, paint both sides, because this was a mess. This was a mess. It's the underside. I know it's the underside, but still, it was really bad. It had like 5 layers of paint on it, plus what I put on it, so that made it 6, and it was all popping and peeling and stuff. So we're gonna go paint that tomorrow. I'll do a video on that. But I got this all cut down 800. It's all leveled off. I had some massive runs here, and you can still see it. I'm gonna have to cut that a little bit better, but there's 3 little dots here. I had water in the gun when I painted the car and I was clearing it. But for the most part, it's gonna get rebased, re-cleared. I'm gonna do both sides at the same time. We're just gonna hang it and shoot it both sides. Then I was starting to work on cutting this edge here. As you can see, it's kind of not pretty. I might just mask it all off and repaint it myself, do it again. So this is a lot of do-over stuff now. I was not rushing through it, but I mean, things happen. Like on that side of the trunk where I had these drips here, it continued over to here. As you can see, I got to cut that out too. But I'm not going to repaint it. I'm just going to gently use a razor, get the higher stuff off first, and then I'm just going to cut it down and try to buff it out. I have a ton of clear on this car, so it should be alright. It's hot as a rock too. It's been sitting since I painted it last October. So that's the update for now. We're working on things. We're trying to get things all squared away. And then we had sort of a little unfortunate accident here. It's not good. I'm not really happy about it. When I picked the car up, I opened up the door and I chipped this, so I gotta essentially sand this all back and retouch it up, re-clear it, and which sucked really bad. I was really upset with myself for doing that, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna do a little touch up on this, and hopefully we can get it back into shape. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I redid this whole fender right after I painted. I had the same issue. I had some chipping, and then it kind of de-lammed the whole candy section, just de-lammed right down to the silver base. I had to take it all down, rescuff it, and then I mixed clear with cadney in it, and that's what you see here, and it kind of blended in really nice. So there's no really discrepancy in the well, it's a little bit darker, but it is what it is. All right, so this is Mark from the second gen. We're working on it slowly, and hope everybody's well and safe. I want to thank all the new subscribers for jumping on. I'm one short of 1,000. I can't believe it. It's been 999 for so long. Russ gave me a good push with his mail call. I thank you, Russ, for that. And we second gen brothers got to stick together. So this is Mark from the second gen. Be well, be safe, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.